Be me 17 years old, grade 11 summer. Ghost hunting with friends. Drive out to one of the oldest graveyards in my province. Recounting story of a witch who was killed because she was a witch. She was buried in the graveyard we're going to. We get there, 3 a.m., not a fucking sound. Friends decide to be edgy and roll down the windows. I'm driving. Everything is pitch black dark. High beams hardly cut through the night as we pull through the graveyard. Drive to the very back of the graveyard. Drive along the back perimeter adjacent to a cliff. Witch's grave is at the furthest point away from the exit. We stop, turn car off, friend gets out. Is this it? My friend hits the tree stump which she is buried under. Yeah, I think so. My friend wants to impress some girl, asks me to take his picture. Wait, hold on. Friend puts his gut on the tree stump grave, thumbs up. Okay, take the pic. Before he gets back into the car, tells the witch to fuck off, calls her a whore, bitch, cunt, puts smoke out on the tree stump, etc. Hear weird noises after the insults. Have weird feelings after the noises. Okay guys, Dagano.png. Drive out of graveyard shitting ourselves in scared laughter. Forget to check the photos? Go to bed at sunup, wake up at noon. Meet up for Tim's Bagel Belts and Heartburn Coffee. Look at the photos? Wait, WTF is that? Hand was reaching towards my friend from the top of the photo frame. Weird gremlin thing poking out behind a background tree, looked like a green aura. Fast forward 2 months. Friend complains about his cats going bonkers, staring at the walls and hissing, etc. Said he hears walking upstairs when he's in the basement. Calls me at 10 p.m. one night while home alone. I think someone broke in. I drive to his house, nobody is home except him and schizo cats. Go downstairs with him, try investigating. Hear the footsteps myself, cats ran away to hide. His life has never been the same ever since visiting the witch grave. Be me. In my favorite wood spot. Been going there about 3 years for say hikes, shooting, hunting, camping. Area is defined by a long narrow swamp and a rural highway roughly in parallel. Grouse hunting alone. Grasslands with walls of brush you can see out over forever but not down into the grass on the other side. Brush is basically impenetrable, forcing you through the natural pathways. Essentially a series of outdoor rooms and corridors. Also small game paradise. Only tree in the area is a 20 scrappy little fir. Navigate to it. Been out an hour and haven't seen or heard a single living thing. A very neatly organized pile of bones at the base with a fox or coyote skull laid atop. Debate taking skull because cool. Decide not to, turn and leave only to find the way I'd come in was gone. Suddenly feels like my head is packed with cotton wool, can't think straight, feels instant major dehydration despite weak sun and 150 weather all day. Smell metal. Every spooky story I've ever read comes flooding back. Quickly rack out my number 7 shells and replace with 00 for my pocket. Ears are absolutely roaring, feels like the ground is moving under my feet. Punch out down a different trail in roughly the same direction as my exit had been in. End up on the opposite side of the clearing I just left, looking at the fur. Gun up, scan the whole clearing. Heart is hammering, safety off, cross the clearing again. My trail is there this time, follow it back. Whole passage back is off, but not as badly as around the clearing. Get back to my car. Hesitant to unload, try to catch my breath a bit. Feels like I'd either run 10k or gotten into a brawl. Never had any trouble like that before or since. Be me. Have been playing too much Resident Evil recently and desist I want a laser for my Glock 19. Go with a Crimson Trace backstrap laser because I already have a really nice flashlight on the front of my gun. I also just think it looks cool. I buy one and put it on my gun. It works fine for about a day. Starts to require more pressure to actually make the laser turn on when before all I had to do was hold the gun to turn it on. Takes enough pressure to the point where it greatly disrupts my aim. Let other members of my family try it and they all say the same. Replace the batteries with brand new ones and nothing changes. Thinking I've done something wrong, I take it to my gun store to see if they have any advice or if I'm missing something super obvious. Bring my gun to the counter and the laser is working perfectly. I'm a bit dumbfounded and the clerk looks at me like I'm a bit retarded. I am a bit retarded but still. Buy some ammo and leave. When I get home the laser is still working fine and I zero it to the best of my abilities in my kitchen. Take it to the range today. Laser having the same issue as before and is basically useless with how hard I have to squeeze it to get it to turn on. Fuck man, this shit is frustrating. What should I do? I refuse to take it into another gun store. Post your paranormal or scary military stories. I've got one. Be me. Basic training in the FFL. At the farm, first month of basic. There's a memorial outside the barracks with guys from 2nd Company that died while serving. Couple of enlisted volunteers, EVs, are also there, maybe 7 total. 4 died on the same day back in '01, one dying a few days later. Thought it was weird at the time but didn't give it too much thought. Fast forward to a night where I didn't have to do fire watch. Wake up in my rack. Everything's still dark. About 0430. Can't move but hear distant voices and some movement, only able to look around with my eyes. See about 5 shadowy figures around my cot. Overwhelming sense of dread while these figures are looking down at me. Stuck in place for about 15 minutes until reveille is called and the lights come on, blink reflexively and the shadows disappear. Everyone still in their racks beginning to stir. Get up and do morning routine. Realized after writing this that we had done a photo op on top of that memorial. We had done a FRMAS takedown, reassembly competition and used the memorial as a podium since it's built with 3 different tiers like a podium and IRC. This happened afterwards. Maybe we pissed off some spirits of the EVs that died there. Be me. Working gun counter. Talking to some old faggot about carry ammo. Bend down to put away Glick 43X I was showing his wife. Boomer decides puling his CC, Ruger LCP in .380, to show me his carry ammo was a great idea. Flags the top of my skull while trying to hit the mag release. Not just a 1-second flag, he was holding it there while he fumbled with the faggot shit tier gun. Co-worker sees it and doesn't say a fucking word. By the time I'm up I see he's holding his magazine and showing me his shit tier ammo like he's proud of it or something. Working a gun counter fucking sucks, brothers. Anyone who acts like they're cool because of it is a fucking faggot. Be me. On CMP. Rack grade guarantee $700. Do quick. All beat to shit, needs fixing. Okay with some DIY. But also would rather just get it and shoot. But don't want to spend more than $700. Are you laughing at me, Mr. CMP? Be me. Walking around, trying to beat the heat in Tucson. Hear a weird grunt in the distance. Javelina barreling towards me at 30 miles per hour. Would the ammo in my gun cook off in the sun before I managed to get the desperation shot off? Would just being tackled by the corpse of one of those things moving that fast be enough to kill me, or would it just shatter my shins? Yes, that's a joke. Be me. Get sick of all the Ukraine shilling and queer doom posting. Create a /k/filter for the words Ukraine, Ukrainian, Russia, Russian. It's over. 30% of /k/ immediately disappears. You people are faggots.